Right, now I just need to actually get the plates onto some trains.
Well, and have an output. But, yeah.
But there's no point having an output until we're actually producing them.
Yeah.
So I need to go and build some plate loading stations in a second. That'll be interesting.
I think we could start with having those on the opposite side of where the current drop-off stations are, maybe? Or do you want them at the top of the base after the
up the top,
process?
because that's where the plates are, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that probably is for the best.
And even this is going to be retrofitted a bit for now until we've got the some of the stuff that's up there at the moment moved out of the way.
Yeah. Plus, we want to start the new trains having solid fuel rather than coal piped into them.
I'm kind of the opinion that everything that currently exists, with the possible exception of the smelters, will go.
Yeah. Yes.
At some point when we migrate it over to the new systems.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to drop off green circuits because we kind of need to drop them off and insert them back into the current system for now. Or maybe we don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we just provide a chest and have robots feed the existing system until we take it offline.
I think if we're taking materials there in trains, we should bring materials back in trains.
I forgot that 5 belts of iron were going along the bus.
It's just an awkward amount.
I had a dedicated belt of iron going to iron gears.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were using so much iron on them. I brought another belt along the side. So the thing is, we've got... If I disconnect that, which is going to be easiest, we've then got 4 dedicated iron belts that aren't going anywhere that can go onto the train.
Yes.
So if I get my train loading station, that's the unloader, that's the loader.
Does it want to be a bit further up than just there?
I don't know.
You put it down now, so we'll go with that.
I've put it down. This is using wooden chests.
Also, I can stand on the other side of the map and just ghost stuff down.
So I need to change the chests over in it. I also need to change some of the inserters because we apparently seem to be optimistically expecting yellow inserters to be satisfactory.
Haven't been for a while. Right, that's all the transport belts put down.
Let's put down steel chests. Do we just want to fuel trains at every station then? Is that the plan? Rather than just one end?
Yeah. I think definitely fuel the trains at this end, because this is closest to where the fuels I think is going to be made.
Well, but we've also set up the fuel at the drop-off for plates at the green circuit, so this train will get fueled at both ends if I set it up here as well. Which is fine.
Well, I didn't know how the trains work. I think just have it at this end.
Which end?
The end you're stood at.
Okay.
But I think have the fuel at the local end, because if we have the fuel being made here, or at least being transported here after it's being made, then it's
the
less
local
of a strain on the
loose
network.
Term because a lot of these trains probably won't have a local end.
Well,
they'll have 2 remote ends, but it'll be whichever end's closest.
Well, local for us. Because we're having all of these outposts. I'm thinking, in terms of colony, this is our main outpost, and we're setting up.
Yeah, no, but my point is that a lot of these trains will just be going between 2 outposts. They won't necessarily be coming here.
For those, we'll have to.
So it'll be whichever's closest to here.
Yes, whichever's closest to here. That's the one they're fueled at. That's the easiest way to do it. I've got
the fueling chest in both blueprints, and we'll just take it out of one of them whenever we place them. I am
Yeah.
outside a Roboport range here, which is fun.
Do you want me to come and
The nearest
put
one
some
is
down?
nearby, though, so I'll just come and place it myself.
I can do that.
There we go.
That's
done.
not. It's not technically in range. It needs to be in the red range, not the green range.
Yeah, I know. It's not. I haven't. I needed another one. I'm still working on that. Unfortunately, the perfect place for it overlaps one of the splitters slightly.
Ah.
The place that's perfectly on the grid. Hold on. Give me a second. I know how to do this. Right, it's failed there. God. Give me a second.
I can use stuff out of your inventory. That's fun. If I ghost stuff, it just pulls it out of yours because it doesn't know who's ghosted it. So I can make you put down all of your tracks. Which feels like a weird thing to be able to do.
Right. Come on, bots. Come and pick up some stuff.
I'm just watching you do your stuff now. What should I be doing? I kind of lost what I'm doing at this point.
I don't know. You were doing a load of bot stuff.
Watching your plan. Yeah. Well, the bot stuff's pretty much set up and running.
Yeah.
I can put down more and more bots if we want to.
They're taking a while to get over here, but I think that's because they're all busy clearing the forest on the other side of the map until now.
We don't want construction, we want logistics. There we go. I think we can have... Currently we can have 800 in the network, or there's 800 down maybe. Well, let's get up to 1,000 robots. That sounds like a good number to have. Change those to passive providers.
Come on, bots.
That's better. Right.
Okay. Right, we'll start again. So the station will go... Well, that's as good a place as any.
So that substation's connected now. Where are solar panels being made? We do have solar panels being made somewhere.
I'm apparently out of yellow belts. I've now got to wait for robots to bring me more yellow belts.
I mean, you can run over and get some yourself.
I can, but they're all on their way. So...
Right, that's head up by advanced circuits.
Now this very much can be upgraded to red belts later on because the smeltery output is 4 red belts that we then split into 8 yellows. So once we disconnect the bus, I can just have the 4 reds go straight through into the train loader.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, this may be a good example of where we'd have 2 train loaders. So 4 yellow belts to each loading station.
Yeah.
This is going to have a train limit of 1 and is going to be the iron plate pickup. Iron plates.
Right. I think you're setting these remote stuff up with the sciences as well. I think that might be worth doing. We are producing plenty of stuff now. So, with these remote stuff, we're not doing everything from scratch. You're just doing that for the copper wires.
Yeah. Most things will be made in their own area and trained to where they need to go. The copper wires was just because you need so many of them.
Yeah.
Then it's easier just to craft them on input to the circuits. We can also have a copper wire crafting area for other things that need copper wires. But for circuits, because they were such a vital component.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of iron gears. Because I was starting the red science. I think that's worth just pulling from an existing.
That can have its own area.
Circuit. What, for making red circuits? For making the iron gears, or?
I don't know. I feel like the iron gears could be made in their own area and then trained in, but it depends how many you need.
Yeah, I think because we don't. Because each red science is only one iron gear. That's not
you don't need
a whole
iron
load
gears
of
for
iron
red
gears.
circuits.
Not red circuits, red sciences. Sorry, we're doing too much circuit stuff. See, I think it's worth just pulling from the existing network of iron gears.
What do you mean? The existing iron gear production won't exist later.
Yes,
at
but
some point.
We will be pulling it back to the main base. We'll be bringing iron gears back for everything else, or should I just take iron out and make the iron gears locally? The iron plates.
I don't know. I'm a bit confused by the question. Either you produce iron gears where you need them, like we did with the copper wire, or we need to set up an area to produce iron gears and train them in.
Yes.
The existing iron gears is superfluous. They won't exist later.
Okay.
So we should be building around those.
Starting with the red sciences.
Yeah.
If I make that before. So are we? Yeah. It's. Do we make the iron gears in their own separate location, so we can make how many we want, and then ship them back to either the main base or wherever they need to go? Or should I just take iron plates? I think if we're making iron gears somewhere, it's worth actually using them, not just making it elsewhere all the time.
I don't know. Do what you want.
Okay.
Just not using the existing iron gear setup because it's in an awkward place.
Well, it's more that I would have requester chests for the iron gears, so it doesn't matter where the iron gears are, so long as they're being made somewhere that isn't necessarily the red science area.
Yeah, well, they'll be made somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really confused.
So am I. I feel like we're just going in circles. My question was: is there going to be too much of a drain on iron, or on the iron gear production whenever we set it up to just pull iron gears directly, or because there's more iron plates, should I set it up as a secondary iron gear production specifically for red sciences? Does that make a bit more sense?
On the one hand, no. On the other hand, I have thought, when it comes to setting up iron gear production, wherever that happens, the general iron gear production, I think may end up getting set up with its own iron ore input.
Yes.
So we smelt the iron on site and craft it all into gears.
Yes.
Much like the steel is done with its own iron ore input, we smelt the iron on site and then smelt it into steel.
Yes.
And we might do the same with the general copper cable production. Obviously, the copper cables for circuits are being done on site, so we're using copper plates, but elsewhere, the general production of it will do with ore.
Okay.
Those things, because they use so much of the raw ingredient, seem like they make sense to have their own smelter system for them.
Yes.
Because we can train in as much of the raw ingredients as we want, provided we've got enough mines set up for them.
Yes. Okay, so I will set up the iron gear production first. Because then the train from there can go straight to dropping it off to the red sciences.
Yeah. I've instantly
So-
changed my mind about how I want to do this, and now I need to get the deconstruction plan around. Well, you remember I said at the start of this that iron is something that we'd have 2 loading stations for. I should actually put the second loading station in.
Yeah. Right, solar panels. Where are solar
There's no way
panels
to
being
flip a
made?
blueprint, is there? Mirror.
Not that I know of.
You can just rotate it.
Okay. What, in that case... In that case, where should I set up the iron gear production? So it'll be coming in as ore.
Yeah, I mean,
If
honestly,
you-
pretty much anywhere.
Because you've got the blueprints for the station. If you just stick that where you want me to start setting it up.
Well, I mean, we kind of
So-
want it out of the way, don't we?
Yeah, well, we want it near to where some iron ore is being made. I guess. Because then it'll be a shorter journey.
Well, so have you got a lot of cliff explosives?
Yes, I've got 40.
Okay, so how about just south of the iron, south of the steel smelting, just the other side of the railway,
Yeah.
because that's where all the iron trains are going already. So
Steel spot. Yeah, I can stick it down there.
so if I quickly, all of the signals are not going to work for this.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know I can't reach. Build it as a blueprint.
I'm going to increase our power production before we run out. That is going to become an issue. And now that we have robots, I don't have to do it all by hand.
Let's. Oh, that'll do for now. Blueprint. You need an unloader.
Yes.
Done that wrong.
So figure all the stuff out.
Right, there's an unloader blueprint for you. Or at least
Thank you.
half of one. It was only semi-covered by the by the radar, but it seems to have worked.
Oh, poor robot.
That should be a place we can connect the track in.
Hopefully. Right, let's blow up these cliffs.
Oh, I'm still in map mode. Let's get out of map mode. Gotta say, not a fan.
I mean, he's quite useful, but yeah.
Yeah, apart from the artifacting at the side of the screen.
It does make it a bit weird, doesn't it? Move there.
Request 200 solid fuel. And then...
That's connected. Low power. You shouldn't be on low power. That's charging up, that's fine.
chests. And power cables.
Why are my robots not doing anything? Have I put it within a radius of a thing and then the other robots have claimed it? Sounds likely.
Sounds like the sort of thing you do.
Yeah. power connected up.